Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning back in. I am Bio. I'm playing Fresh Start Worlds. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining. Feel free to subscribe and like the video, comment down below, all that good stuff. But before we get it, we're going to go ahead and get into it. This video is about how when I first started on Fresh Start Worlds, I went through and decided I want to try and be the first person with a chromatic party hat, at least with a broadcast. And I think I was successful, but I did not realize that there's not really any way of tracking this. So I guess just take it for what it is. I haven't seen anybody else get this broadcast, and I still haven't seen anyone else get this broadcast. But that being said, to get started with the chromatic party hat and what it is and all that good stuff, we'll kind of go ahead and talk about it a little bit. So the chromatic party hat is essentially a cosmetic item awarded as part of a quest line. It is not required to complete the quest. It is more or less an achievement, and it is collected through hours of grinding to get enough chimes or whatever the currency is in this alternate dimension. Turning that money into this costume store over here and buying it essentially. So how do you earn money in this? When I first started, I couldn't really remember the best way of making money. I remember on the main I went through and did the little quests in there, and then you can reset those quests and you can replay it. And when you do the quests, they give you currency. However, I do remember when I did it on my main that wasn't necessarily the way I found to be most efficient in farming currency. So when I went through this time on the Fresh Start World account, I was really focused on not questing. And in order for me to even be able to do the quests in this alternate dimension, I guess I should start with the name of the quest is Dimension of Disaster. Dimension of Disaster. You start it by talking to the gypsy in Varrock about having her read your fortune. You give her a coin. She turns this coin into like this magical coin. You do a flip toss. You drop it into the fountain in the middle of the square. And then all of a sudden this purple beam of light comes down into the middle of it. You enter that purple beam and boom, you are in this alternate reality. This is the reality of Varrock. Had Avar not saved, that if you had not like stepped in and helped save Varrock. I won't spoil the Varrock series for you, but essentially you go through and you are the hero of Varrock, working through others to save the city or town or whatever it is from the Mazrat. Essentially, this is what Varrock would look like had the Mazrat taken over. And going into this dimension, you are faced with a very different Varrock, but trying to make money in this. I first started off with pickpocketing to get a air staff, and then once I had the air staff, I didn't need pickpocket anymore, so I just went northwest of the battle stave shop and just did target cycling and killed these zombies. It was all free experience. It didn't cost me any air runes or anything like that due to the air staff. These zombies, they're like level 1, and so most of them they die with one ability. So the fish, it's essentially the same as if I were killing rats, but I think the XP is a lot more than killing rats, and there's so many of them that I thought it was more convenient than killing rats. And in the beginning of Fresh Start Worlds, it was hard to find a space where you could just spam kill everything because the cows were taken up, the chickens were taken up, all that stuff. So I found this area was actually a really effective and efficient way of getting those early magic levels up. You could do range here too, you could do melee, whatever you wanted to do. I chose to do magic, and I essentially just sat up here and killed these guys for a very long time. Um, and yeah, I figured out what resources were the best to pick up, and kind of went with that. I focused more on like stackable items, but I found out that some of the bronze items, the full armor pieces, were going pretty well. They drop thread and they drop like this impide, so you can craft the bodies if your crafting level is high enough. So this was a really fun way of just kind of settling into Fresh Start Worlds and getting everything going. Got some easy free XP, including the crafting XP that I got, but also all the magic and defense XP that I got, HP, all that good stuff. So it was a relief when I finally got it, but it was fun going for it, trying to be the first one to get it, and I was just I was just watching the chat screen, like, what would the chances be that somebody else is going for this at the same time as me? And realizing that I genuinely probably am the only person that is doing this or did this, and probably the only person that will do this until someone else has nothing else to do. But let's make this a quick one. Just wanted to show off getting this, and it did take quite a while, so I'm a little happy that I got it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Consider subscribing, leave me a comment down below. Otherwise, I will plan on seeing you all in my next video. Alright, thanks. See ya.